And the more that AI lets anyone do anything, right? Like that's the other part of this. Like we're talking about the AI experience, and then there's like the experience of an employee working with AI, where like anyone can be a builder, right? And anyone can write an email now, and anyone can design anything. And so, how do you organize when that is the case? I think is like an interesting question. It does seem like it brings us a lot closer to like how do you deliver unique value to the customer, and whatever you can do to
So
that is what you need to organize for.
totally. So like, let me paint a tale of two cities for you. So for any listeners who may or may not know, so like Klaviyo is a B2C CRM. So it has a marketing component, a service component, and we have created two different agents, AI agents that people can use. One is focused on internal employees, helping them get their job done faster, and the other is focused on customers, helping them have a better experience with the brand. In the case of configuring an experience as an employee, as a marketer or operator, a very common automation that people have set up, a flow, is called a browse abandonment. And so the way that works is if someone looks at a product but doesn't buy it, you can have that trigger anything you want. And a common but negative thing that people do is they'll say they looked but didn't buy, send a oops, you forgot it in your cart, and then a day later, remind them again. And then 3 days later, remind them again. And then 3 days after that, say, well, you didn't want that, but here's some other stuff that you would want. And basically the person receiving it is like, go like, ugh, big brother,
Yeah,
go
like,
away, you know?
yeah.
Creepy. Instead, what people could do or are starting to do is you can use our internal agent. We call it Composer. And you can basically say, when someone has that sort of automation, that experience, yes, send an email, but I want you to design an email that is friendly, that is inviting, that seeks to understand what they were looking at and why, and brings them to an experience on my website that will allow them to engage, which might yield a you forgot this in your cart. But notice the way that I'm describing it is actually talking about the outcomes of the interaction, not what's in it itself. And so our composer now will take that and will actually create an experience that you can edit, of course, and then go publish. And what it probably would say is, I noticed you left this thing in your cart. People who bought that usually were working on this problem. Are you working on this problem? Come to our website, talk to our customer service agent, and get personalized recommendations to help you solve anything that's important to you. Now it's a value proposition that's being offered to the consumer. And when they come in and interact with the service agent, customer service agent, they can start to ask questions. They can start to see what other people bought. They could say, well, I don't like this because I don't like this color. What else would you recommend? Now it's a dynamic, enriching experience. And so like that's where things are going. You know, it's much more fun. And it's a much richer engagement, you know, world now. It's not so linear.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically saying we need to be great conversationalists at every point, and we didn't have to be or didn't have the technology to do that. And that like great conversationalist is going to sell a lot more, is going to market a lot more, is going to provide a better customer experience than someone who isn't, right? Like if I help solve your problem and I also delight you in the process, like that's a better experience than if I didn't do that.
Totally. I think the one tweak to that I might offer is like it's hard to be a good conversationalist because you have to be good at reading body language and you have to have good timing and you need good words. It's like all these, I don't know. I have a lot of introverted friends and it's like I can see them going like, "Oh, I don't want to do that." But instead what we have to do is we have to be students of humanity. Like what does it mean to have a good experience? How would you define what a great experience is? Because now we have tools that are great conversationalists, but they're like dolts. They're like dense, awkward, like toddlers, if you will. But if we can teach them cultural mores and what it means to be like cool and let them have the conversation, now we can have really, really cool experiences. And so that to me, we have to be anthropologists and we have to sort of define what cool is so that the bots can be normal.
Just teach the bots to be cool.
Teach the bots to be cool.